Were you as enthralled by the inauguration as all of us were, David? Um,
So I don't use the word hate very often, um, but I did work for him briefly with the North Carolina Democratic Party. My main intention was to go down there and salt, which we successfully did. I'm a union organizer first and foremost with the industrial workers of the world. But we went to North Carolina, myself and a couple comrades, to get a job and unionize the first Democratic state party during a presidential election cycle in United States history. We succeeded. I quit the day after he went on his second tirade about how he beat the socialists and tried to compare Senator Sanders to other socialist leaders in a negative tone, such as Fidel Castro, and saying that he's fought against the Castros and the Putins of the world his whole life, and he beat the socialist. And after that, I couldn't, with good conscience, work for Joe Biden.
we all have to do some things for cash occasionally we're not proud of, but I think that's kind of the challenge of organizing and doing political work in the United States. But I like to think hopefully we kind of engage enough people and we raise enough consciousness about certain things that, that we do some good in these roles.
Oh, wait, but that being said, did you see the inauguration?
No, I did not watch the inauguration. I was outside splitting wood instead. That's much more important to me than watching the inauguration. I think that Senator Sanders had about the same attitude about it. But no, I was outside splitting wood during the inauguration. I had no interest in that.
That's a good call. We felt compelled to mock it. So, otherwise. But I think it's kind of indicative of where people are at that. There's all this pomp and circumstance around the inauguration. You're trying to stoke this kind of optimistic tone and kind of rekindle people's faith in the Democrats and in America itself, all this talk about unity. But as far as the internet was concerned, it's like, hey, there's Bernie in a parka. That guy's kind of cool. He's the one who wanted to give us healthcare and everything. Like these Democrats would kill for, I think, the kind of memes that just come naturally out of just people's basic respect for someone who they sense actually wants to help them.
And to get that kind of notoriety, all they have to do is, believe shit that's going to help working class people. It's not rocket science. Joe Manchin, if he would stop going out there and saying how much he hates American people and saying that, oh, they don't need $2,000 stimulus checks. Maybe if he stood up for working class folks, you would think that it's complicated, but it's really not.